So what up, you guys? It's your boy Jay, aka Life is Jay, aka your mom's new boyfriend, aka your babysitter's mama, aka I don't know any more AKAs, aka the wine connoisseur, aka yeah him, aka he's him, and this is Wine and React, where we go about uncorking today's news while we uncork a bottle of wine. And today, speaking of wines, one of my favorites, Barteniera out of Italy, Malvasia. Can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with a nice little bottle of red. I mean, so let's get the pork out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Keep flowing. Ooh. So toast. Another Friday. We made it. Ah, hit just like I remember. The road, the drip from Oh My Senpai. If you know, you know. If you're an anime fan, you like luxury, you like uh, comfortable items. The do rag and the robe is from Oh My Senpai. If you need to know, I will put the link in the comments. But yeah, it's just comfortable as fuck, and it's not cold. I mean, it's not warm. You know what I mean? So let's just get to the news, shall we? This shit loads. Really? So, today's Friday, and Will Smith finally came back on social media. Apologizes about the Chris Rock video. So I mean, he's been gone for like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in your seat.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? Um, I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment.
Okay.
And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, But I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am.
All right. So we kind of get the gist of it. This is his first time coming back since the slap. So it's kind of a, like, I woke up and it's like, oh shit, I can't watch this now because this is something I would want to showcase and bring about. A lot happened since I've been gone. I've been gone for almost 3-4 weeks. So like I haven't done a pot, like I haven't done Wanna React in like 3 to 4 weeks. Like I've been out of town, DreamCon, which was lit. I'm still working on doing a video for that. That's coming soon. I'm working on, yeah. So the podcast, the Zay and J show. But like a lot has happened since I've been gone. I've just been living life and been busy. And not really a conflict of interest, but it was more just like I was gonna do this last week, the week before, and we had shit to do. So it's just like nah. But yeah, that was the Will Smith situation. Now, what threw me off? Well, actually, I wouldn't say this threw me off because being a wrestling fan and someone that knows and sees what was going on back in the 90s and early 2000s, I'm not really shocked by this because Vince McMahon was out here wilding during the Attitude Era. During just the Attitude Era, he was wilding. That man was wilding, like completely. But all right, back get the fuck out of here. Vince McMahon retires as WWE chief amid probes into alleged misconduct of pro wrestling. So, retiring after decades of leading the company on the heels of allegations of sexual misconduct. The Wall Street Journal has reported that McMahon paid more than $12 million to four women, all of who has been affiliated with WWE, to cover up sexual misconduct and infidelity claims. 12 million for four people. So I'm guessing 3 million each. He could molest me. No, that don't sound good. No, I mean it's true though. No cap. He could shit. He could sexually harass me. 3 million. McMahon's daughter. So at first it was saying McMahon's daughter Stephanie McMahon and the president Nick Khan is taking over the co-CEOs, and Stephanie be the chairman. But Triple H has came back in his spot too. So I would assume it would be both of them running the show. Triple H being back meaning they might actually do some shit with WWE now, because it's almost the funniest shit. Um, Roman Reigns this past SmackDown literally fucking, because everybody knew Austin Theory was fucking Vince McMahon's little boy. Like, that was his boy. That was his little, that was his man's. And this nigga Roman literally was like, yeah, so your daddy's not here no more. Like, it's just been like, you all alone now. Like, you got that money in the bank. How you gonna use that? You gonna use that motherfucker? Go ahead, use it. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, your daddy's not here to save you, because we all know Vince McMahon was the reason that he got that shit. There's no fucking way that was anybody else's idea for him to win that shit after he got his ass beat. They pummeled, like, Brock Lesnar fucked him up in Hell in a Cell. So I was like, what made you think you go from getting your head smashed in during Hell in a Cell into the cage to winning Money in the Bank and actually winning the title? Like, nobody, neither one of these motherfuckers gonna lose to Austin Theory. I mean, and this is he won the shit after he fucking lost to after he lost to Bobby Lashley for his title, for the U.S. title. So, like, nobody expects him to fucking win, but him to pay $12 million to four women is dirty work, bro. All have been over the past 16 years. 16 years of doing this shit. 16 4. That ain't bad. Considering what he was doing on Raw, bro, he had a whole Kiss My Ass club. Like, wildin'. He was wildin'. Vince McMahon was wildin' in the 90s. He literally pulled his pants down, showing his whitey tighties, and like showing ass cheek in front of a live audience and telling girls to kiss his ass, guys too, like, literally. So I am not shocked that he had sexual allegations. Him and Trish Stratus was doing just, they was really pushing that bar, like, and it was like sexual harassment, sex, like like it was so much shit coming out that, like Leah and Edge shit, the little sex scene in the bed made her fucking uncomfortable. Like, it was a lot of shit that was going on. They were just like, yeah, like, you're sexualizing this shit, and like, I don't even feel too good about this. Like, so, like, he's been running the show since 1982. Multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar phenomenon. And then, okay, so on his journal report in June that he paid a former WWE paralegal $3 million to keep her quiet about a relationship with him. I'll shut the fuck up too. $3 million, 3 mil. Say he's stepping back from his role as CEO and chairman. First he stepped back and then he was like, "Yeah, I need to retire." It's like, but he said at the time that he would retain control over creative content of the company, where he remains a majority shareholder, about 32% of his stock. Hmm. At 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then now, forever together. Thankful. So like, yeah. So 77. Even without the allegations, like it's time to hang it up, bro. You got a daughter. You got a son that's born into the company. Stephanie has never done wrong, really. Like Stephanie, when she was in charge, she tore shit up. Like the her and her fucking husband Triple H. Triple H literally runs NXT till he was unhealthy. So he's back. He can't wrestle no more. But you got NXT. Like he literally brought NXT from the ground up, and that's literally like he made a performance camp one of like a big show. Like basically, like so many people now that's in the WWE came from NXT, and a lot of those people are big now. Like either big or they're on the way. Hell, Roman Reigns came from NXT, so it's like that's not a like Triple H knew what the fuck he was doing, but I mean 77 years, so he's 77. Like nigga old. It's time to chalk it up. Maybe Shane McMahon will come back. He left because he didn't like the fuck was going on. Maybe they might bring back Sasha Banks and Naomi. They might I don't know, man. I don't know. They might bring back a lot of shit. So with that being said, we are going to take a break and we'll be right back. Why am I doing that? And we'll be right back after this break. What's up, y'all? We're back. Want to react? Let's get it. So, segue. Have you ever been on a date, right? And end up sued for $10,000 from a bad date? Anybody been there? I can't relate. I cannot relate. But this guy in Michigan can. And I'm gonna let's get into it. So, a Michigan woman sues man for $10,000 for standing her up on a date. He lied. That motherfucker lied. Crazy. Crazy. After getting stood up, she finally got her date in court. A Michigan woman is raising eyebrows online to suing a man for $10,000 for, wait for it, standing her up on a date. A clip of the wild virtual hearing during which the scorned woman got into a heated shouting match with the judge on Zoom is currently blowing up online. Wow, the name alone, the name, just the name. The woman named Quashante Short. Quashante? Quashante? That's a wild name. Qasho? Like, yeah, man. Yeah. 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 So, out. Yeah. She reportedly filed a lawsuit back in 2020 in which she alleged that Richard Jordan did not show and left her on her mother's birthday, and her mom had just passed away. Yikes. Yikes. I I don't know what to say there. My man really yikes. So he left her on her mother's birthday and she had passed away. Short sued the accused date ditcher for intentional infliction of emotional distress on the grounds that Jordan had deliberately hurt her by standing her up. Go figure. Their Zoom hearing, you got it, quickly devolved into circus short after Short locked horns with the judge over Jordan's romantic no-show job was a criminal offense. That her charge, that's not something that's really justifiable uh, in the district court. Who's pressing in and blah, blah, blah. That shit going crazy. Ooh, hold on. Check something real quick. Oh, the bit right down. Hold on. Jesus. Ooh. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's all right.
can still record, but it's